I'm Jennifer Snassi. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by our resident doctor, Dr. Darren Green. And today we're speaking about beards. Hello.
Good day, good day.
Have you ever had a beard before?
For a short, limited time, yes.
Why? Only a short, limited time.
I think I get a bit irritated with the scratchy phase. Everyone describes the scratchy phase, and also sometimes it can offend sensitive partners.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. Now, there have been a few reports in the media lately that actually said that fecal matter can be found in beards, one of those big bushy beards that all the hipsters are sporting these days. Is that true?
That's a bit hectic. Fecal matter, no, but the organisms that grow on fecal matter, in other words, the bacteria.
So the bacteria is there and not the actual...
They have been demonstrated to be found in the beards of a certain population. But interesting, so you culture it basically by doing a swab test, and that's what's been done, and thus all the hype, because people obviously associate bacteria that grow on feces with feces and not hair on the face. But the bacteria are present in many other spheres of life, not just in feces, and one of the typical ones are E. coli, for example, that we find in our drinking water, but all within a certain limit or concentration. So people also must realize that you get sick from bacteria when they reach a certain threshold and colonize and multiply at rapid rates, and then you develop obviously the clinical pictures associated with it. But with beards, it's a different story, because you've got a number of contaminants that can become trapped in the wiry hair, just like a scourer on a dishwasher sink. Mm-hmm. And that's what it looks like
it
for many people.
It really does.
So you can imagine then some old food, some soup straining does occur at times. And if you're not looking after trimming and following good hygiene tips as a male, you could pick up a problem, certainly with the skin, in terms of skin irritation, but also in terms of being a carrier of bacteria. You know, bugs love to grow on old food and rotting food. So if you imagine, you need to keep that beard trained and also comb it through so that there aren't knots that trap foreign bodies and dirt inside it.
So we are debunking this myth. It is not actually fecal matter. It's bacteria that can be found on several different things.
Correct.
And
Correct.
It's just from not taking the proper steps towards cleanliness in your beard. Making sure it's
Hygiene
trimmed
is
and
important.
cleaning it. What can these bacteria lead to?
Yes, well, the big ones can cause things like gastroenteritis, so runny tummies, diarrhea, etc. But also, in the right concentrations, they can lead to systemic illness, and that means that it enters the bloodstream and can multiply at a rate where it spreads to all the systems of the body. You could get lung manifestations, you could even get sinus manifestations, but also things like urinary or bladder symptoms. So when you have a systemic infection or sepsis, quite important to realize that you're going to get really, really ill with fevers and chills, and going to need quite intensive care to save your life.
So we must take care of our beard just as we take care of the hair on our head.
Correct, and your fingernails and the rest of your being in terms of transferring bacteria. But I think people certainly tend to overplay the relevance in society. I mean, the Vikings and barbarians had beards centuries ago, yet I don't think they died necessarily of E. coli manifestations.